He might want another play. Gonna run it. It's Goff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Makes the grab. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Punt is on its way. Catch is made at and he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. That's the 20. He's got space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Fires left. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Boise State.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourself.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Give to the running back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Goff. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. On the ground, it's Stewart. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the way.
And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. Time winding down in the quarters. They come to the line. To the air, it's Madsen. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played 1. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they'll get him down. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Morris. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Intercepted, number 19. He's brought down a... Boise State ready to send out that offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
The run inside. It's Goff. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Broncos will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Goff. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to pass, it's Madsen. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He's out past the 35. Makes the grab in their space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole 9. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Could be in, headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's right. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a first down.
That's what players call a 7 route, and that receiver ran it to perfection.
On the option. Got enough for the first. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Right back to the well. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 8 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Razorbacks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The victory caps off a 6-6 regular season, and now the waiting game for a possible bowl invitation. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference. Back now to your game in Logan. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Broncos will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Looking for space. It's Goff. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Madsen. Got it. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. With the catch, it's Brown. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big 4th downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them. You know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great job winning at the line of scrimmage. QB and him, same page. 4th down, no problem.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
The Broncos back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. Throws to the wideout. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Taking it the other way. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And I
I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll send the back in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Shakes off the defender. Runs through a man, and he might have space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Maybe one notch of it. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if...
There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Stewart. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it. It's gone. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Quick completion on the out. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run the option. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity.
There's some room. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. And the beatdown has ensued. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just